Hey, hey, welcome to Celebration Friday. We made it complete with yoga hair and yoga headband. And I'm tired today. I'm just going to put it out there that I am really tired. I think the events of the last couple of weeks have been, um, we've, they've found me. Let's say about 7:30 last night, my body just went, which is completely appropriate. I am just, holy hell, that's been a big few weeks. And yesterday I managed to forget the password to the computer I use all the time, fall asleep on the train, and my PC couldn't connect to the Wi-Fi. And then I got home and realized I didn't have any keys. But yesterday was awesome. So who's got stuff to celebrate? I started writing a list, so because I like to come to calls prepared or come to these events prepared, and my list is pretty friggin' long. I think one of the best things I can do for myself each day is practice gratitude, but each week is look at what we are celebrating. It's totally shifted my mood from this afternoon. I was feeling despondent and out of control, and my to-do list is now 2 full pages long. That's stupid. The only other person I know who does that is Sherry Shockey Pope. Oh, good Lord. But oh, welcome. So many people on already. Hey, Priscilla and Tamara and Carol. I've just got so much I want to share with you that's worth celebrating, but I want you to celebrate with me. So please use this as a forum to be able to share what you're celebrating. So what are some of the things I'm celebrating? Okay. I want to celebrate 2 members of my team, Beck McMurray and Kylie Worry. And you'll see them post in here. They get on these videos, and that's how they find out how I'm really doing. We spent a big chunk of time together yesterday where I was facilitating some learning on our fatigue management program. Gosh, with the 3 of us thinking together, create something really phenomenal. And I forget the power of team. I'm not a great team player. I'll just be honest about that. I love team and I love the sense of team, but I don't always like the accountability that comes with team. But that's okay. I know that about myself, but being a part of this training environment for these ladies yesterday, it's helped me be a better clinician. And we've got this incredible opportunity where a gentleman has reached out to me on LinkedIn who is unfunded, and we're going to provide him the fatigue management program for somebody who suffered an injury to his brain. He had an aneurysm about 10 years ago, and he is contributing to our learning, and we're going to deliver the program to him. So for me, that is so worth celebrating. Where do you find clients willing to sit in a room with 4 health professionals asking questions and not feeling like they're under the spotlight? Really proud of that. The other thing I'm celebrating about that event yesterday is that I don't have to have it all done perfectly. I have been so nervous about delivering this training to my team because I wanted everything to be in like the proper adult learning forum. You know, you have your learning outcomes and your learning objectives and the evidence on how you'll know learning has occurred. And I don't think like that. I'm not a very linear thinker, and I'm not very linear in my process. I've done too much transformational coaching in my life now for me to go from A to Z. We just go via this and we get there in the end. But these women and these people on my team, and Sonia Judd's joining us next week, and she'll be great as well. They got it, and we could all get in the mess and we could all work it out. And it wasn't like when we were new graduates and we needed to know that B came after A and that B came before C. It's so inspiring and empowering to be around these women. I'm super excited. I'm also celebrating the fact that in Purple Co, we have 2 clients being offered work trial opportunities. Now, what that means is we will occasionally, and hopefully more often, go to businesses and ask them if they would place one of our clients who needs assistance to learn how to manage an injury or a disability or a mental health condition while they're at work. Because hands up if you know, it's all awesome to do your rehab when you're in the gym or your mindfulness when you're at home or on the train, but it's not so easy to generalize it across all the domains of your life. So one of the things we do at Purple Co, which is really different and we're exceptional at it, is helping people generalize their rehab treatment across their life. And for some people, they actually need a real work environment. We don't want sheltered workshops. We don't want simulated work environments. We want the practice of going to work and doing a job and practicing using new equipment. And to actually find employers that say yes to this is phenomenal. And we've got two, and I'm so thrilled that we've been able to make this happen and that we'll be able to offer this, because as I get better at getting these on board, I'll be able to streamline my process and I'll be able to teach other people, and I get so excited. Here we go. So my practice building clients, I think we need to celebrate them this week because they're pretty darn awesome. So I don't know if you're aware, but Sherry Shockey Pope has started creating practice building tips via video. She didn't want to do it. I made her. She knows it works. But I'm sharing them on my Facebook page at the moment because I want everybody to start seeing them. They're short, they're sharp, they're no nonsense because it's Sherry. And I'm so proud that she has dug deep into herself. And like me in the beginning with video, I didn't want to do it. It wasn't something I woke up going, yay, can I please be on Facebook Lives? Remember, I didn't do these live in the beginning. But we understand the power of getting this message out and how we help people understand what it is that we're doing. Oh, my Lord, that is, oh God, there's a whole heap more. God, I just found all the comments. I thought it was an automatic scroll. So if you haven't checked out Sherry's videos, pop over to her Therapy Practice in a Box Facebook page or find them here and you'll get the link back. You want 2 minutes out of your day or once a week is going to serve you well. And yes, I'm being bossy. I am pointing my pen at you. And we're going to celebrate the fact that Sherry and Jill of Central Counselling Services have actually opened a second location in a suburb I cannot pronounce, but it's near Riverside and they call it South County. That means nothing to me. What I'm super impressed about is the planning and the thought that's gone into this, how they're going to make this site operate a little differently to their Riverside site, how it's impacting positively their revenue, the opportunities they've got for staff development there. I'm just so proud of these two ladies when seriously, they didn't realize that this was going to happen either. So they've made this happen and they're committed. And, we have bumps and hurdles along the way, especially when you're in a business partnership, but they work it out. I think the thing that's so impressive about these two is they can have bumps along the way, but they work it out. Their friendship and their companionship and the way they do life is more important to them, and the business works in around that. We have a brand new private practice opening up in Dallas in somewhere called Plano. Who knew that was a thing? We have a psych PhD. Laurie has started her practice. She was struggling to find some places that she could go and contract to. So she just went and rented rooms and is outdoor knocking this week and letting people know that she's available. She has an incredibly powerful message. Incredibly powerful message, especially for anybody who thinks that being driven and ambitious is the way life needs to be. Maybe me. It's been such a thrill to see this come to fruition. We have a full private practice in Virginia Beach. Anna never thought this was going to happen. And I get messages from her this week while she's on vacation saying, I now have 20 clients with the possibility of another 5. I've had to give up my agency work. How did this happen? How this happens is that Anna did the work. How this happens is Anna trusted me. How this happens is that Anna was prepared to get over some of the things that made her uncomfortable and got out there and let people know she was available. We also wrote a killer Psychology Today profile, which I know is getting people interested because there's no one else is out there like that. That's very cool. We've got some brand new services being developed here in Sydney for an osteopathic clinic who is these ladies are so into functional medicine that they actually make functional medicine not feel weird, which it can at times. If you're not used to it, it can be very strange. They've got a multidisciplinary practice with osteos and a chiro and a massage therapist, and they're looking for registered psychologists. People in Sydney, if you want a ready-made market and you want rooms that are ready to go and you just want to turn up and treat, here we go. You've got an opportunity. They need registered psychologists. I know, very strange. We can't find them. Super proud of the effort these ladies are putting into re-identifying with themselves and what it is that they want to get out of life now that they've built this really incredible practice here in Sydney. So awesome. And then there's Frances Harvey. Now, many of you may not know this, but Frances does not do a lot of email marketing or social media marketing. She's in all the groups. She loves to get on videos and do interviews, but she loves the interaction one-on-one. She's a coach. So for me to try and get her energy and to help her understand the power that can come from a more strategic email community building process, and the emails that have gone out from her this week and the stuff that's coming up, seriously, you need to be on her list. She's got some really powerful stuff to say that is going to help you get over your analysis paralysis and help you understand why the decisions you're making, you find them so hard to stick to. It's very, very cool. Very proud of you, Frances. You're really starting to unlock something powerful in yourself. Then there is the awesome Carol, who is already here, who is not going to kill anybody. Beautiful. Thank you, Carol, that you didn't kill anybody this week. I don't want to have to come here and say that I've got a client who is in jail. That would not make me feel good. Not a practice building client. Rehab clients, well, yeah. So Carol, not only did we get her first chapter of her book and a whole opt-in sequence and some great online marketing material completed, which is hard work, she's actually almost finished her first course, because that's Carol. And if I say, can you do 2 of these things this week, she'll commit to it and she'll overachieve, because that's Carol. So Carol, you are pretty friggin' awesome. And the last person I'm going to celebrate today is Julie Merriman. Now, Julie's probably not here. She's probably sound asleep because she's in the middle of the US. Now, I haven't known her for very long, and she approached me a little while ago about wanting to be a part of a what do we call that, where there's a multiple speaker event, an online multiple speaker event. And I've just been so impressed with the way she's pulled people together, the respect that she's had for each of the people. She's got over 20 people involved in this. So you'll start seeing some promotional material about this next week. But I haven't had to chase her for anything. She's been on time with everything. She's been respectful. She's been honoring. And I really want to honor you, because Julie, the impact that you can make and the message that you want to get out to your academic peers and to people all over the world, you are creating an amazing platform. And I want to thank you for asking me to be a part of it, because with what you've sent through to me in the last couple of days, I am quite literally gobsmacked. So anytime you want to put an event on and you'd like me to be a part of it, just ask, because you make it so frigging easy. Yay. What else? Hey, Jen. Thank you so much for picking up my books of evidence for me in the Philippines. Yay. I'm looking forward to shouting you at least a cup of coffee when you get home. Oh, Eva Brown-Burnett is here. Ooh. Oh, wow. That's really cool. Thank you for being on the call today, Eva. And wow, we've been going for a little while this afternoon, so I want to make sure that I give room for others to celebrate their week. I'm so buoyed and excited by the work that clients are doing, and I know that, I can take some credit for the facilitation in that, but really nothing ever happens unless you do it yourself. You know that. I'm not a done for you practice building coach or consultant or whatever that's called. I want to help people learn to do it themselves or find the people or the tools or the resources to do it themselves. It's the way I do rehab. It's the way I do counseling. It's the way I do coaching. It's going to just be the way I do everything. So it's really powerful to have an opportunity to celebrate these achievements going into my weekend. So I want to encourage you, if you haven't spent a couple of minutes thinking about what you can celebrate this week, do it. Oh, Carol, you've launched Curious. Of course you have. Carol's launched a podcast, Curious Intentions. Now, at the moment, you can only find it on her website, but you need to go to her Facebook page and you'll find it. Carol, actually, can you post a link in your comments in case people want to see it? Because I've been waiting for this podcast for, I don't know, a little while now. And I think that would be really cool for people to be able to see it from the beginning. Especially me, seeing that I have a podcast I need to get up and running by the end of the year. Priscilla, yes. Anna, cheering on Anna. I love it. She's left her group recently. She's messaged me from Mexico going, I think I've got more clients than I can handle, which is hilarious because it's been slow going for her. Oh, well, there we go. It's Friday evening for me. I'm going to call it tools down. I'm not going back into my inbox. Hoping you all have an amazing weekend. I'm going to a yoga workshop for half a day tomorrow, which I'm really looking forward to, giving my body a chance to recover from the last couple of weeks, but also giving my brain a chance to decompress because it's feeling a little full in there. So as always, as you go into your weekend, please make sure you look after you and make sure that you hug and love on the people who are important to you. I'm really looking forward to sharing with you next week. And for those of you who have sat through this entire 16-minute video, congratulations and thank you. This is Private Practice. So have an awesome weekend.